So today we will be talking about that, means how we should prepare for the IOQM and what are the chapters are there, what is there inside those chapters, what actually we have to focus, and how many chapter we should make it ready. You may be a student of class 8th or 9th or 10th, 11th, 12th. Remember that there is nothing like fixed syllabus of the IOQM, but it's simply on their website it has been mentioned that it's a pre-degree level of mathematics, and last 10-12 year paper if we analyze, we came to conclusion that these are the chapters which is available. Maybe some of you cannot understand what exactly these chapters, and I will explain you one by one what exactly the chapters and how you need to prepare. This is the 40 marks question, like last year paper. I will show you the paper also, and I will exactly show you that how each question from which topic it was there and what was the difficulty level. All those points we will be talking here. So in the IOQM, we have total 7 chapters. One is the basic maths, one of the most important part. Second is the theory of number. Third, theory of equation. Fourth, inequality. Fifth, combinatorics, or you can say permutation combination. Geometry and the function. These are the chapters are there. Let's understand a little bit in each chapter what is there inside each chapter. Once we talk about the function, in the function what actually we should understand, means what we have to learn in the function chapter. Let's understand that first point of that. In basic maths, we have to go through following chapter, following concept, not chapter. I will not say that chapter, it's the following concepts. One is that you have to understand polynomial inequality, one of the most important part, polynomial inequality. Polynomial inequality. This is the first part. What is this, sir? It's an inequality, basically, but involving the polynomial concept. That first things you have to understand. Second things, you have to understand concept of progression. Progression, maybe the student of 10th class, they can understand, 9th class also can understand. Arithmetic progression, geometric progression, harmonic progression, you have to study about the progression. Third, you have to understand the concept of the log. You should know what actually the log and how to use this. Fourth, we should understand that what is the concept of modulus, absolute value of x. Okay, concept of modulus, mod. I hope all of you know mod x. If you have to write mod x, this is the way to writing. So that is the concept of mod you have to understand. Next, we should understand the point basic trigonometry here. See, as such trigonometry question, they don't ask it, but without trigonometry, you will face problem. Geometry also sometimes we use trigonometry. We use trigonometry to make things simple. Like in geometry, you will study triangle. If you know trigonometry, then what will happen? The triangle concept will become very easy for you, right? So this is the basic trigonometry, you should know it. Next, you should know concept of greatest integer, means integral value. Greatest integer, most important. So many times questions get involved around this one. Greatest integer you have to understand. And the last one in the basic, basic coordinate geometry. Basic coordinate. You have to understand. Coordinate means point. This is the coordinate axis. Maybe all of you heard about it. Coordinate axis, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. So how to represent the point, how to represent the line equation, and how to get the area of triangle, area of quadrilateral using those things. It's looking like so many things is there, but believe me, it's just what 2-3 hours you have to spend for each concept. You'll get the idea. Please do not start these chapters unless you don't know all these things. This is the first things in the basic maths you have to understand. Once you got the idea about the basic maths, then you should go for the theory of numbers. Very, very important concept. Theory of number is the one of the important part of your PRMO, or you can say now PRMO is not there, IOQM is there. Earlier I used to take up PRMO, so every time I used to speak PRMO, but IOQM. So second is your theory of number. Theory of numbers. This is you are studying from your 7th class, 6th class itself. Same thing is there inside this, but it's much detail. You should understand how to check divisibility. Divisibility rule. Okay, divisibility, what is that? Next, you should talk about the remainder theorem. In this remainder theorem, that you should know. Remainder theorem, you can understand A equal to BQ plus R. If you divide A by B, so this will be, R will be remainder. So this is a it's look very simple. More than 200 years before this was given by the remainder theorem by the mathematician, but it's a very powerful tool. Okay, remainder theorem. You should understand. I cannot tell each and every concept, but I'm just telling roughly the idea, the main point. GCD. GCD means greatest common divisor. Understood? Which is sometimes you can call it as a HCF. 10th class student may be hearing, they are more comfortable with the name HCF. GCD or HCF, you can say LCM. Okay, these things you should understand. And the numbers in the sense, what is the meaning of prime number, what is the meaning of co-prime number, and how to use it. Prime number is the most favorite concept of the mathematics Olympiad. The people who set the paper, they love this concept. Prime number, co-prime, twin primes, okay, twin primes, and perfect number. So many things are there. So all the category of the numbers you have to understand, and you should use it, right? And in this, the next is the very important concept, congruence. Congruence, ENC, or you can say modulo concept. This is a way, you can say it's a backbone of this chapter. This, if you can understand, that deal complete theory of number. This is the most important concept, congruence. You have to modulo concept. It's written something like this, B modulo M. This kind of symbol used to come if you try to search on the Google, and you'll find out what is the concept of modulo. It's a very powerful tool. We use a lot of things for the theory of numbers. Okay. So this is the theory of numbers are there. Every chapters I cannot go ahead into this and tell you all the way. Apart from this, so many other small concepts are there. Finite theorem, some particular series is there in the theory of number. So many things are there in the theory of number which has to be done. But so many things, when I'm saying, don't get scared. Oh, so many concepts are there. No, all concepts are interlinked. All concepts are interlinked. Believe me, initially it looks dangerous. But once you enter into the concept and start with the basic question, why the 90% student used to leave Mathematics Olympiad? Only one reason, they directly start the question of the Olympiad level. Please don't do. Do basic questions, do basic concept, understand the basic concept of this. Then slowly try to increase the level of the question. Understand? Directly if you see last year paper, I will show you. If you see the last year paper, you will get scared. Because if you don't know all those points, every point should be known, every concept you should know, basic fundamental you should have. Right? So this is the theory of number. Theory of equations, again I am not going to write, so many things are there. Theory of equation, we will talk type of equation. Quadratic equation is the most important part of this. Quadratic and cubic equation. Oh, most favorite. Using the equation by graph, using the graph method to find out the roots of the equations. and using equations properties, all the type of equations. You have to polynomial equation. If n degree equation are there, it having n roots, what is the relation between the roots? What are the discrete method of the roots finding? So all those concept has to be there. And inequality. This is again a very important things. Different type of, more than 15 type of inequality method are there. See, in the basic math, I told you polynomial inequality. Polynomial inequality was the most fundamental thing. I'm not talking about that inequality. I'm talking about the using AMGM inequality, using another sandwich formula inequalities. So many type of different inequalities are there which has to be do. But this chapter you have to come only after finishing these 3 chapters. Then you will get confidence. And the 5th one of my favorite, Combinatorics, or you can say Permutation Combination. This chapter is not there till 10th class. It's there in the 11th class only, but that is the one of the 100%. Every year question will be there. You cannot see that any particular year question is not coming. And believe me, it's either very easy or very tough. It depends. One student, if you ask this topic, maximum student will say very tough, but some student will say very easy. If you understand the logic of this, if you are in 6th, 7th class student, you also can understand this permutation combination chapter if you understand, because this is a purely logical base. Other branch of mathematics doesn't involve here. Here it's a pure logical basis. Pure logical basis is there. Combinatorics, there is no subtopic. I cannot tell you the concept. So many concepts are there. In this, so many concepts are there which will be using the things, using set theory we use today. Inside this we have to study little bit set theory. That is a very important. Using set theory and using so many others rules are there. Using those rules you have to understand this topic. And the geometry. Every year minimum 2 questions will be there from geometry. And geometry, all the thing up to 10th class, whatever the concept are there, you can take it out the chapter's name up to 10th class. All those chapters are there inside this geometry. So every chapter will be there. Function, which is the most common, they use in the 2nd level of the examination, but they used to ask question from the function chapter also. Function is slightly different because this video maybe some 9th class student is watching or 8th class. They cannot understand what I am trying to tell. That once you will study, then only you can understand. So, remember this. Do not try to think that it's very tough. If anything you will start with the negative, it will be always difficult. Start with the basic fundamental, make it ready. Why I am giving stress for the IOQM? Because this will help you. You are going to get selected for International Olympiad or not, I don't know. We can't say. Only 5-6 students get into this. But believe me, the student who prepare this examination, they always have the upper hand in everywhere. Upper hand in everywhere. This year itself, just now JEE Advanced taking place, the student who prepare the Mathematics Olympiad, either they qualify or not. But if they seriously prepare, they got the upper hand into this one, because so many concepts got involved which require all this logical thinking, right? So these are the chapters. All of you can start preparing this one. Few of the lectures I will be uploading on the YouTube. Some of is already there. You can take help of this. For example, basic math, polynomial inequalities, graph, all these are there on the channel. You can go through that one. And rest some more question solving, previous question year solving has to be. But do not solve previous year question unless you don't prepare the concept. Right? Now we will be seeing what kind of the questions is coming and how many questions is coming. I will show you last year paper and I will show you that what exactly things was there. Means which question belong from which topic. Right? So let's see the last year paper. This is the paper. This is the total 12 question was there. These are questions. I will I'm not discussing the solution. I'm just discussing what are the level of the question from which topic came, so that you can get some idea. Right? Don't get scared by looking the question. If you never prepare IOQM, this will look very dangerous to you. But believe me, it's not that. Every question is not dangerous. I'm not saying that all the questions are very easy. But it's solvable. So many questions are there which is solvable. All of you know, if 20% marks you are getting, you will get certificate of IOQM. Total marks of the paper was 40. Total marks of the paper was 40. You can understand if you are getting 8 marks above, you will get the certificate. And that certificate is very valuable. Anyway, this is this question I taken from this official website of the Olympiad. This link is given in the description. You can go download the paper from there itself, and previous so many year paper is there. Be clear, IOQM you will have only last year paper. Rest other is there as the PRMO, in the PRMO, right? So you can download same thing, right? So let's talk one by one, each one. Question from which topic and what is the toughness level of this, right? So just a second, something happened. Okay. Yeah. First question. If you see this first question belongs to geometry. You can just keep on noting down that means how many questions from which topic. And if you ask me, is it which, where it will become? It's a easy, moderate or tough. According to me, it's easy. Belongs to easy category. It's not that much tough. Second question, if you see that one, it's a completely pure algebra question. Algebra, which means using polynomial, combinatorics, all the things, concept of algebra will be used. Or you can say basic maths also is going to be used. And that's moderate. It's not that much easy question. Third one, by the name itself, you can understand trigonometry, triangle they are talking. It's a geometry. Geometry will be using in this, and this is also, I guess it will be easy only because when we solve, it was not that much tough. Fourth one, it's a number theory. It's a number theory question. Number theory question. And if you ask to this is moderate level of the paper, moderate level of question. That one. This one. Be clear, if you do not know permutation, number theory and all, if you directly you'll see this question, you will not get any idea how to do. So you should have the idea how to do it. Once you will see divisibility rule, you can see this is the divisibility rule based question, Remainder Theorem and all. So if you use the divisibility rule and all, you have the idea, then only you can attempt this question. Then fifth one, you can see very clearly, it's a easy question. I will not say it's tough question, but this is a geometry and using plus trigonometry. You should have the basic idea about trigonometry. Using basic idea about trigonometry, then you can solve this question. And the sixth one question, if you're trying to ask me, this looks like algebra question, but be clear, this is the using geometry you can do very easily. Using geometry you can take, you have to just make it, see, all this information will convert in geometric interpretation. Using geometry, you can convert this expression in the geometric picture. Maybe if you are 8th class also, you know Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So you have to, what you have to take, one is the x, another y. So this will be automatically what? This will be will be taken as a 7. So if you use this one, all of you know that sum of the square of base and perpendicular always equal to the hypotenuse square. So this will come. So this will get converted into this picture. I'm just giving idea so that you should not get confused. Yes, sir, where is the geometry? You are writing geometry. We use geometry logic to solve this question, right? And if you ask me what kind of the question, I will put tough condition, because in the category of tough, because unless you don't know how to convert expression into geometry form, then it will be tough for you. Then 7th one is coming up. into this for this. It's a miscellaneous. We will be saying we will use functional logic plus combinatorics, means permutation combination. Both will be combined, will be used, and it's an easy question, not at all difficult question. And those students who are in the 11th, 12th, for them, they can understand. Basically, it's an old JE question. Not exactly, something like that. 8th one is the perfectly function question. Perfectly function question, and it's moderate level. See, this is the greatest in here. I was talking in the basic maths, you have to understand it. So, basic maths is compulsory. If you know basic math, then only you can understand all this point. Next, 9th one, when is coming, it's a purely coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry, you have to see the point is there, and then we use coordinate geometry logic and to solve this question. This is also moderate level, I will say. Right? And this is your equation, equation based question. So, we put in the category equation, or you can say algebra, theory of equation, which I told to you. Am I right? So, this is also going to be moderate level only, I will say. Next is the combinatory question, permutation and combination. Permutation and combination, combinatorics, right? This one is I will put easy condition. This is also permutation combination, and that's tough. I will put in the category of tough. 12 question was there, total marks 40 marks was there, right? So, like this, once you prepare the topic, be clear, once you have to prepare topic, after that you have to solve previous year question, so that you can get idea of what kind of the question is coming and how more we have to prepare. Maybe some of you are getting confusion part A, because there will be two parts will be there. One is the part A, another is the part B, right? So, anybody is getting the 20% above marks, they will get the certificate from the Olympiad official group. So, they will give you the thing, and you can easily understand if 2-3 chapter itself you prepare well, you can easily cross that level, right? So, this was the basic discussion of what is the topic, and the next point of coming up, that some of the questions from the each topic will be discussed and some concept teaching. So, that you will be getting soon those videos. Thank you very much for that.